General Motors Company is an American multinational corporation headquartered in Detroit that designs, manufactures, markets, and distributes vehicles and vehicle parts, and sells financial services, with global headquarters in Detroit's Renaissance Center. It was founded by William C. Durant on September 16, 1908, as a holding company, and the present entity was established in 2009 after its restructuring. The company is the largest American automobile manufacturer and one of the world's largest automobile manufacturers. At its peak, GM had a 50% market share in the United States and was the world's largest automaker from 1931 through 2007. As of 2020, General Motors is ranked number 18 on the Fortune 500 rankings of the largest United States corporations by total revenue. General Motors manufactures vehicles in several countries. Its four core automobile brands are Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. It also either owns or holds a significant stake in foreign brands such as Wuling, Baojun, and Jifang. Annual worldwide sales volume reached a milestone of 10 million vehicles in 2016. In addition to its 12 brands, General Motors holds a 20% stake in IMM and a 77% stake in GM Korea. It also has a number of joint ventures, including Shanghai GM, SIG GM Wuling, and FAW GM in China, GM Uzbekistan, General Motors India, General Motors Egypt, and Isuzu Truck South Africa. General Motors employs 212,000 people and does business in more than 140 countries. General Motors is divided into four business segments: GM North America, GM International Operations, Cruise, and GM Financial. 13. The company also operates a mobility division called Maven, which operates car-sharing services in the United States, and is studying alternatives to individual vehicle ownership. GM Defense is General Motors' military defense division, catering to the needs of the military for advanced technology and propulsion systems for military vehicles. General Motors led global annual vehicle sales for 77 consecutive years from 1931 through 2007, longer than any other automaker, and is still among the world's largest automakers by vehicle unit sales. General Motors acts in most countries outside the US via wholly owned subsidiaries, but operates in China through 10 joint ventures. 96 GM's OnStar subsidiary provides vehicle safety, security and information services. In 2009, General Motors shed several brands, closing Saturn, Pontiac, and Hummer, and emerged from a government-backed Chapter 11 reorganization. In 2010, the reorganized GM made an initial public offering that was one of the world's top 5 largest IPOs to date, and returned to profitability later that year. William C. Durant's Durant Carriage Company of Flint, Michigan, had become the leading manufacturer of horse-drawn vehicles in the United States by 1900. Durant was averse to automobiles, but fellow Flint businessman James H. Whiting, owner of Flint Wagon Works, sold him the Buick Motor Company in 1904. Durant formed the General Motors Company in 1908 as a holding company, with partner Charles Stewart Mott, borrowing a naming convention from General Electric. GM's first acquisition was Buick, which Durant already owned, then Oldsmobile on November 12, 1908. In 1909 Durant brought in Cadillac, Elmore, Auckland, and the Reliance Motor Truck Company of Owosso, Michigan and the Rapid Motor Vehicle Company of Pontiac, Michigan. Durant, with the board's approval, tried acquiring Ford Motor Company in 1909. Durant over-leveraged the fledgling company in making these acquisitions, and was removed by the board of directors in 1910 at the behest of the bankers who backed the loans to keep GM in business. Durant re-entered the automotive industry the following year by co-founding the Chevrolet Motor Company with Swiss race car driver Louis Chevrolet. In 1916 GM was reincorporated in Detroit as General Motors Corporation. By 1917 the Chevrolet Motor Company had become successful enough that Durant, with the backing of Samuel McLaughlin and Pierre S. DuPont, reacquired a controlling interest in GM. Chevrolet Motor Company was consolidated into GM on May 2, 1918. Only 2 years later, DuPont orchestrated the removal of Durant once again and replaced him with Alfred P. Sloan. Sloan established annual styling changes, making previous year's models dated. He also implemented the pricing strategy that all car companies use today. The pricing strategy had Chevrolet, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Buick, and Cadillac priced from least expensive to most, respectively. General Motors grew in prominence, surpassing Ford Motors, selling just over 50% of car sales in 1962. With the prominence of the company, President of General Motors, Charlie Wilson, said it best, "What's good for General Motors is good for America." Their industrial dominance was displayed as they manufactured products other than cars and trucks, such as aircraft, farm tractors, truck and boat engines. General